What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Back with another review for you guys, unboxing, whatever you want to call it. I know there's other videos of this out there already for the Killer Klowns 4K from Scream Factory, but this is my video, and I want to give you guys my thoughts on this. Is it worth the upgrade, especially if you have the Arrow Video Edition like I do, which is an amazing release, and I do love this slipcover as well. Love the shine to it. Absolutely amazing release from Arrow Video. I will be keeping this one myself, and I do have a couple of regular Blu-rays of this movie as well, because I love this movie. It's Killer Klowns from Outer Space. Who doesn't love Killer Klowns from Outer Space, right? So I will be hanging on to this one. But I did pick up, yes, the Steelbook edition, which is absolutely incredible looking. If you guys have not seen this yet, here it is in all of its glory. Love this release. You have inside artwork, disc art, all that good stuff. Great release on that Steelbook. And of course, you have your slipcover edition as well, which this is the slipcover edition. Here's the back of that. And on the inside, right there, no reverse art on the slipcover edition, which is a little bit of a disappointment. But why do reverse art when you can just have a whole nother slipcover, right? That's, I think, Scream Factory's way of thinking nowadays, especially for the bigger releases. Why would we give them free reverse art when they could pay an extra $5, $10, whatever it was, and buy a whole nother slipcover and take up more space? Why not just do that? We can make more money that way. And you damn right, because I'm gonna buy the damn thing. But love this alternate artwork slipcover as well. There's the back. Of course, I just put mine in an empty Blu-ray case to put it on the shelf. But yeah, love the artwork on this. I kind of wish they would have done this as the newly commissioned artwork and then had the, poster art as the reverse. But again, they wouldn't make any extra money off that, would they? All right, so let's take a look at the release. We'll kind of go with the slipcover edition and the Arrow release. Now, I have watched this 4K transfer. This 4K transfer is one of the best, if not the best, 4K transfer I have seen from an older film. I mean, my favorite 4K transfer altogether is still Top Gun Maverick, but that's a newer movie, not much, to go on from there, not much to restore or do anything different to. But as far as older releases, this is hands down my favorite older film coming to 4K release. Now, I am a big fan of this movie. I love this movie. If you're a casual fan, do you need to upgrade if you have the Arrow release? I say no. If you're a big fan, like myself, obviously you're going to want the best quality possible, and that is going to be the Scream Factory release. Now, Scream Factory, there's issues with Scream Factory in other senses, I guess, other customer service issues, things like that, putting movies in eco cases for collector's editions like they did with Thinner, stuff like that. But this release is pretty damn flawless overall. And again, one of, if not the best 4K transfer I have seen of an older film. Again, I did watch this and I was absolutely just blown away. My jaw was on the floor watching this of how amazing this looks. Now, with the Arrow release, I did put this back in. I actually have this in the player right now. And going back through it, there are a few issues with this as far as video quality. There is a lot more grain in this, and the darker scenes, and a lot of this movie takes place at night. The black levels on the 4K are definitely way, way better. You can make things out in the dark that you could not make out on the Arrow release or previous releases before the Arrow release that were even worse than this. As far as the sound, I don't think we're ever going to get a better soundtrack or whatever you want to say. On this movie, I just think it's just a lost cause. The sound isn't any different than the Arrow release, in my opinion. I think it sounds just the same as this. I don't think there's enough bass to the sound on this. It's just the old, the 5.1 mix, I do believe. But this isn't Dolby Vision as well. So if you have a Dolby Vision supportive player and TV, this is going to look even better for you. I do have Dolby Vision on my player and on my TV. So of course, to me, this is going to look better to someone who does not. Now, I do have the Dolby Atmos surround sound as well, which is pretty useless watching this, as it does not have an Atmos track. I'm trying to find on here, high definition, HDR, master, yeah, 5.1 and 2.0 audio tracks on this one, and I believe it was the same thing on the Arrow release. Let's see, I'm probably not going to find it, but I believe it's the same. I believe it's the same audio track. Now, the Arrow release, if you have the Arrow release and you're a big fan of this movie, definitely keep the Arrow release, because look at the amount of features on here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you can see there is a big block of features on here. And not all of these are ported over. Actually, very few of them are ported over. You can see right here the special feature list, and that does not even compare to the Arrow release. So some of these are going to be exclusive to the Arrow video release. And again, if you're a huge fan of this movie, you're going to want to keep this one for sure. I see a lot of people getting rid of this release to, you know, take that money and put it towards the 4K, which I understand if you're a casual fan of this movie. But like myself, I love this movie, and I'm keeping both releases for sure. I cannot part with this one. Again, the slipcover is amazing on this release, and I know with the initial release of this, where you got the slip and everything, you did get the booklet as well, and you get a poster in here, so you do get a booklet, which I don't think was continued over to the standard Arrow release. I could be wrong on that, but I don't believe they carry over the booklets after the initial slipcover release is sold out. So you do get that awesome booklet. You do get a poster with this one as well, which is a smaller version of what Scream Factory does, but you get that artwork there along with your newly commissioned, which I love that reverse art on that one. But yeah, again, I say keep the Arrow release. It is absolutely incredible. You get your booklet, you get way more features. Quality-wise, again, your casual fan isn't going to notice enough quality shift to make it worth the $35 or so purchase price of the new 4K. Now, if you just spend your money like I do and buy stuff you don't really need, definitely get the 4K if you love this film. Again, I just wanted to share my quick thoughts with you guys. Again, the nighttime scenes, you can make out way more stuff than you can on the Arrow release with this new 4K. A lot less grain in this one, which older movies, I don't mind some grain here and there. It gives it that old style feel to it, the way you remember watching it back on VHS or whatever. But if you're buying a 4K, you want the best quality possible. You don't want that grain. You want everything to be crystal clear, and everything just pops like crazy in this. All the different colors and everything. This is a very colorful film. If I could ever talk, that would be great. And everything just pops more. Your reds and your yellows and everything. Your purples, like on the shirt here. Of course, I had to rock the Killer Klowns shirt for this video. Again, huge fan of this movie. Absolute classic. And it seems to get more and more popular as time goes. And especially with the release of the game coming out or is out. I don't know. I don't really game anymore, but I don't think it's out quite yet. But of course, that's going to resurge the popularity of this film. And I just don't think this is a movie that's ever going to die. It's never going to go away. And it's just going to see rises in pop culture here and there throughout the years, over the years. Yeah, let's just combine the words together. All right, but yeah, here was the back of the J card, by the way, on the steelbook. Not much different than the back of the slipcover, so I just kind of left it aside. Of course, with this release, you do get your posters from Scream Factory. So for the steelbook, you get the lithograph, which is the steelbook artwork folded out. And then you get your original poster art there and your newly commissioned art there. So you get 3 posters total, depending on what you pick up. I did buy the steelbook and just the regular release with the extra slip. I did not get the big bundle thing. I didn't need all the extra goodies. But you do get, I forgot to show, you do get that Prism card. I forget which case I put it in. I try to keep the Prism card in the case for the release. But there it is right there. And yeah, so I don't lose them. I don't really want to use them, but it is a nice little added touch. It is really sparkly and shiny. It's a nice little sticker there. So there's your old school Prism sticker like we used to get when we were kids out of the little quarter machines at the grocery store, retail store, whatever, you know, Kmart, whatever, Target, growing up. And it is a nice little throwback to those times. So let me know, guys, which one are you getting or sticking to Are you guys going to get the new 4K release? Are you going to stick to the Arrow release if you have that one? And what are some other films that need the 4K treatment from the 70s, 80s, even 90s? Another recent release, in my opinion, that had amazing 4K transfer was Face Off from Kino Lorber. That just blew me away as well. It was like watching it for the first time. So it can be done extremely well, and it can be done not so well, like we all know with like the T2 4K release, which they're supposed to be releasing the first Terminator on 4K. Hopefully they do that one justice. We got some other stuff coming out like 7, which has been delayed, pushed back till next year, maybe even further. But yeah, the Killer Klowns release, guys, in my opinion, if you love this movie, definitely grab the 4K. If you're a casual fan and you got the Arrow release, I think you're okay with that. I don't think you need to spend $35 of your hard-earned money on this 4K. But, you know, I myself am a collector, and I like to have the best possible video quality available, and that is going to be this 4K release. Feature-wise, though, Arrow still wins. Arrow knocks it out of the park with their special features for sure. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. I just wanted to hop on here real quick and share my thoughts with you guys. I feel like if I did not cover this Killer Klowns release, I would be doing myself injustice as a content creator and as a fan, especially a horror movie fan, as you could tell from everything in the background behind me and to the side of me and everything else that's in this room. And yeah, so again, guys, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think the superior release is, and if you're going to grab this 4K, or if you have grabbed the 4K, what do you guys think of it? Again, I don't think we're ever going to get a better audio track, which is just depressing a little bit. I think a lot of the dialogue is kind of hard to pick up here and there, and then it's just really loud in other parts, and the bass is just non-existent on this audio track to me. And yeah, I don't know. The audio is a lost cause, I think. But it doesn't sound terrible by any means. It still sounds pretty good. I just don't think we're ever going to get an Atmos track or anything like that. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. All right, guys. As always, peace, love, happiness to all of you, and I hope you guys are all doing well, and I will be back with more reviews, and I will be back at the end of the month with a collection update for you guys. Whether or not that will be a live stream, I have not decided yet, as I have removed my live streaming facilities from this room, so I still got to figure out where I'm going to do that from. So, yeah, we'll see. All right, take care, guys, and I will catch you later.